for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? This our boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. Once again, we are back. New Media Today USA Boxing. As you can see, I'm in the office, guys. I am in the office. Before I get started, I like to say in the beginning of the Ripper that some of the material that I will be sharing today is fair usage. You know what I mean? I do have the link in the description. I am not the owner of any of the material that I am about to share today. This is the disclaimer. Also, let me go ahead and do this. Let me read the disclaimer. You see what I'm saying? This is fair use. This is the fair use disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for the purposes of such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might be otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of which is described as fair use. You see what I'm saying? No copyright infringement intended. This is only for teaching and criticism purposes only. All rights that I will share from the material that I am sharing today belong to their respective owners. So let me say that off the Ripper. You see what I'm saying? Have to do that, guys. Have to do that, right? And what I'm going to get into today, you will understand why. Hey, because when I finish today, you guys are going to understand why did I read that disclaimer. I just said it in the beginning. So just for the YouTube platform and for any other platform and Facebook, because this live is being shared on Facebook as well. So this is a copyright disclaimer. I do not own any of the material that I'm about to share today. Other than that, man, it is what it is, man. I had to do that. Had to do that. You know what I mean? And listen, guys, it's something I'm going to share today, man. I have to do it. I have to do it, bro. But we're going to stay on point. We're going to stay on topic. I will get into that later on in the show. The show is only going to be 2 hours today, so I'm going to have to really get it in. All right, let's give a shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Let me know if you guys can hear this. If you can hit a round of applause, let me know. If you can't, okay, good. GB Guthrie said yes. That's good. That's always good. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? Because we're going to put it down and we're going to represent truth on this channel. To this day. You see what I'm saying? And we do not like fanboys. To this day. You already know how we do it. You see what I'm saying? You know, fanboy, I am the fanboy killer. You know what I mean? I don't like fanboys. Really would, oh, somebody sent me something. As a matter of fact, let me turn this phone off. I don't want to get distracted today. I'm not looking at no phone. I'm not answering it unless, unless it's something that needs to be addressed. But other than that, shout out to Boxer Shark. Shout out to Boxer Shark. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, fam. Shout out to Shane Molly. Shout out to my sister, Lisa Bells. Let's hit the round of applause for Lisa Bells. And let me hit the Ali Bell. Hit the Ali Bell for Lisa, man. Hit the Ali Bell for Lisa. Shout out to Ignorant Boxing. Shout out to Jed Stillwell. Shout out to, Trump 2021? Okay. Shout out to Halim. Shout out to my brother Halim, man. Sorry about that. Shout out to my brother Halim. Shout out to Corn Kid. Shout out to Wizard Sleeve. Let's see. Shout out to GB Guthrie. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to you, fam. Shout out to my brother Exclusive. What's going on, fam? Yeah, I got your text. I'm gonna check that out. Shout out to Exclusive. You know what I mean? My young brother, man, doing big things, man. We really wish you success, brother. And I hope you had a good workout yesterday at the gym as well. You know what I mean? I won't be going to the gym till later on. Hit on the punching bag a little bit. I got to do, a little bit of weightlifting and stuff like that. So, anyways, shout out to Angus. Shout out to Rachel. Rachel, what's going on, sis? Shout out to, let's see, who else we have? I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Shout out to Shane. Shane, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Eliza. Eliza, what's going on, my brother? Shout out to Boo Morris. Eliza, y'all, everybody who send me videos, man, please keep sending them to my, to my DM on Instagram. I really appreciate that. Shout out to Kevin Mosby. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Kevin Mosby. Shout out to Uncle Dave Zilla. What's going on, fam? Shout out to who else we have? Johnny Blaze. What's going on? Shout out to Wizard Sleeve. Shout out to Best Life. Shout out to Carlos Mendoza. Who else we have? Shout out to my brother Ronald Finkley. What's going on, Big Ron? What's going on, Big Ron? Ronald Finkley, what's going on, my brother? Let's see. Steve in the UK, what's going on, fam? Uwapo, what's going on, fam? Who else we have? And other than that, that's it. Oh yeah, shout out to my co-host Shelton Moore. Let me go ahead and drop that link. I'm gonna cook later on. I'm gonna cook now. When I do my presentation, I'm just gonna drop some things. Once again, the material that I will be sharing today, I do not own the rights to it. I'm using it under the Fair Usage Act, and that's it. You know what I mean? Just a teaching point. Just really, it's kind of like just supporting, just supporting someone else's narrative, you know what I mean, that they've been pushing. So, it is what it is. But let me go ahead and drop the link for Shelton. Because when I do this, I don't want to be interrupted. You know what I mean? I want to make sure I get my point and get my point across. You know what I mean? I'm trying to, because I want to show you guys, Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, salute you, fam. I'm going to show you guys the hypocrisy from these so-called, we have to stay on code, pro-black, narrative pushing, letter people narratives. Not narratives, but I want to say fan base and channels. You see what I'm saying? I gotta get them. And I'm going to show you the hypocrisy. So, because some of these channels are some of the biggest hypocrites on the planet Earth. The hypocrisy is at an all-time high. You know what I mean? So this is why, me not pushing the narrative, this is why I have to address it. But again, the topic of the day is Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury will be better. He will be 10 times better in the third fight against Wilder. Now, you do hear that, a lot of the Wilder supporters, they're happy. They see their king doing jump ropes. They see him doing jumping jacks. They see him and Malik Scott, dancing together, while Malik Scott's wrapping his hands up. They're saying that they loving the silence. Silence, it's on Dragonfly. Jones would say it on Martin. You know what I mean? They love the silence, but he's silent, in front of Tyson Fury. But then when he goes on the Alphabet Boy channel, he ain't silent no more. Okay, that's cool. I get that. No, it sounds like a double standard, quadruple standard. But yeah, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, so he's silent when he's face to face with the Gypsy, but when he is on the Alphabet Boy channels, he has a whole lot to say. You know what I mean? So when you see Debo, you quiet, but when you're out of the presence of Debo, you talking again. Okay, I get it. Okay. You know what I mean? Now, Tyson Fury, man, is going to be a whole lot damn better in this fight. Because in the first fight, you saw that, he lost a lot of weight. He didn't really look all that great, but he did enough in order to, in my opinion, win that fight. It probably was a close fight, or maybe the judges had it right. It was a draw. Maybe the judges had it right. Okay. So for argument's sake, the judges had it right. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Listen, Trump 2021, if you are a troll, your ass gonna get blocked. Just letting you know. If you're coming over here trolling, I don't have no problem with, you being a Trump supporter. I don't have no problem with that at all, brother. I don't care nothing about politics at all. If that's what you want to do, I ain't got no problem with that. But if you're trolling, you're gonna have to go, right? So you can stay, but do not troll, or you will be put on timeout. So I say all that to say this, man. So Tyson Fury is going to be a whole lot better. A lot of people, and I think no one is really talking about that on the other side. The other side is focusing on what Wilder's going to do. It's not like that Tyson Fury is going to come in the ring and be like, oh my gosh, he's 10 times better. What am I going to do? No, Tyson Fury is going to be better as well. You know what I mean? He's going to add to what he already knows. I remember when Andre Ward beat Sergey Kovalev in the first fight. You see what I'm saying? All right, okay, my brother. If you're not trolling, just love. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's all. If you're not trolling, that's fine, brother. You can stay. But I remember when Andre Ward beat Kovalev in the first fight, right? He said that and when the second fight started, the press conference leading up to it, he said, "What are you going to do in the second fight on Ward?" And I remember they asked Virgil Hunter that, and Andre Ward and Virgil Hunter said, "We're just gonna pick up the pace from where we went from we're gonna pick up where we left off in the first fight." I just see Tyson Fury picking up from where he left off in the second fight, right? Because he has a building block to build on. He can say he's gonna look at all of the things he did right. He may look at all of the things he did wrong, because he got caught with that right hand about 3-4 times in that second fight, but Tyson Fury ate it. You see what I'm saying? So now, if we're going to go to the narrative of, and Wilder is still saying that, hey, I still only need 2 seconds. I got, for all you people, Wilder supporters and Alphabet Boy channels, for all of you guys saying that Wilder didn't say that, I have the receipts. See, that's the thing about receipts, right? And that's the thing about stuff that you say on video. When you say things on video, you have a record of it, right?
Can I say something, Coach, right quick?
Go ahead, Sheldon.
I really, really seriously suggest to Deontay Wilder, get yourself a publicist, man. Yeah. Please. Because the more you open your mouth, the dumber you sound. You say some of the most outlandish, retarded things, and these suckers just eat it up. But then again, I gotta remember the base that you're catering to.
Right.
They believe anything you say because they don't have no beliefs of their own.
Now,
go ahead, Coach. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my brother, my co-host, Shelton Moore, man. Give him a round of applause. I was so busy talking, I didn't even give my brother a proper introduction. Shelton is coming to the fight. He's going to see Tank Davis fight in Atlanta. He's getting on the plane, coming to the East Coast, leaving the Wild Wild West, coming to the East Coast, the Atlanta G8, and he's going to see Tank and Barrios getting in this Saturday. You know what I mean? So that's going to be a wonderful experience.
Going down there for the upset.
You know what I mean? So absolutely, man. Let's see. Who else I didn't, Shadow Ghost came in here. I saw Lisa. Shadow Ghost, shout out to you, Shadow Ghost. Shout out to my brother Shadow Ghost, man. Hit the Ali bell for him. You know what I mean? For Shadow Ghost. Shout out to him. Smith and West, what's going on, fam? My brother from the Detroit. Come on, man. Shout out to my brother Smith and West, man. It's always good to see you, man. Always good to see you. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, yeah, Sheldon is right about that, man. Deontay Wilder needs a publicist. That was a reason why when Shelly Finkel used to stand next to Deontay Wilder a lot in the beginning, and every time someone asked Wilder a question, if Shelly Finkel is right there, he would look at Shelly Finkel, and Shelly Finkel would start talking and start speaking for Deontay Wilder. Wilder needs a publicist very, very bad. You know what I mean? People who don't have great, excellent oratorical skills, who don't have the gift of gab, who doesn't know how to talk very well and say a lot of contradictory things, they have publicists for people like that. And I feel like I like that. I think he needs a publicist very, very bad. But as it relates to boxing skills, when it comes to Tyson Fury will come into the ring a lot better than he did in the second fight. If anybody thinks that Tyson Fury is going to show up in this fight and just be overwhelmed by Deontay Wilder, because Wilder, according to Malik Scott, Shelton, Wilder is going to be 10 times better, right? So if Wilder's going to be 10 times better, you have to believe and have to know that Tyson Fury is going to be 10 times better, right? So,
yeah, like you always say, Coach, okay, so if you go be 10 times better, right, what am I supposed to be doing? Nothing?
Right. Yeah, it's not like Tyson Fury is going to be shangalanging. Shangalanging is a old, like, it's a word I made up, really. You know what I mean? Shangalanging just means you just sitting around, chilling, hanging around, lollygagging. That's all it means, lollygagging. So he's just going to be shangalanging, just sitting around. Oh, well, I'm just going to step in the ring and beat the big dosser, Wilder. Yeah, I know he's going to be 10 times better. Malik Scott, the same guy who eardrum I burst in the ring in sparring without any egg weights, and I burst Wilder's is in the ring. You know, the same guy who I birthed. He's training him, teaching him all kind of different skills in the ring, and he's going to be better getting better for me. So what you think Fury doing?
Well, I'll just go back to what he said in the conference, Coach, and I've been sticking on that because it's kind of telling. It's kind of telling how Tyson feels. He said, "I got to ask you a question there, Malik. How is a loser gonna help another loser beat me?"
Yeah, man. And this what gets me right now. Malik Scott can talk. You know, he's a way better talker than Deontay Wilder. This is why I feel in my heart. This is why Wilder was quiet. He knew that he would have got eaten alive in that press conference, so he deferred to Malik Scott to speak for him. And now that I sit back and look at it, the more I see that Wilder he's speaking on the Chitlin circuit, you know, on the Alphabet Boy community channels. The more I hear him talk, it's like, yeah, man, Malik Scott needs to be right next to him, and I think all questions need to be deferred to Malik Scott. You know what I mean? All questions need to be deferred to Malik Scott. So when you ask Wilder a question and Malik Scott is right there, the interviewer needs to put the microphone over there and let him talk. You see what I'm saying? You know, because Malik Scott is a well-spoken, you know, he's very articulate.
He needs to take the Joe Louis interview approach. Remember, Joe didn't say too much.
Yeah, Joe Louis didn't say too much.
Joe say things like he can run, but he can't hide. That's the type of shit that Deontay Wilder needs to be saying.
Yeah, he needs to have like little one-liners like that and stuff like that. Yeah, but Malik Scott is a very articulate person. You know, if I was on the Twerkinators team, you know what I mean? Which you guys know I'm not. I'm the total opposite of that. You know, I would be perfect for him because I'm I have the gift of gab. I'm articulate. You know, I'm quick thinking. You know what I mean? I'm very sarcastic. You know what I mean? I'm very slick. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of stuff. Like I could do this all day with the best of them. You see what I'm saying? So he needs someone who's going to be very slick, very articulate, very quick thinking, very witty. You know, he don't need no one like when he's on one of the Alphabet Boy channels, the guy who says not that guy. You know what I mean? Who he really has a problem reading. You know what I mean? So he needs someone like Malik Scott to be perfect for him.
Don't say that, Coach. That man can read. Don't say that, Coach.
No, I'm not talking about Wilder. I'm saying certain channels that he goes on. He has a very bad Alphabet Boy channel. You know, he has trouble reading. You know, he has trouble reading. You know, when he's reading his stuff, he says a lot in his stuff. So, but he needs to,
maybe that's because he's from the Edo tribe.
As a matter of fact, though, you sent me the video of it, and you asked me, did I see the video?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and I told I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen Wilder's latest interview. You know, I haven't seen it, guys. So it's not like I saw the interview and then I'm talking about. No, I haven't seen it. You know, but I'm pretty sure it's the same as all of them. You know what I mean? It's the same as all of them. I heard he said something about Anthony Joshua, and he had a lot of energy against Anthony Joshua, and it's like, damn, man, you know, these guys are so pro-black, but they talk bad about other black fighters, slap this guy, this and that, this guy, Uncle Tom Coon, this, that. You know, it's just ironic to me. The pro-blacks, I guess this modern day pro-blackism is a lot different from what I grew up in.
Well, I'm gonna keep it quiet, Coach. I'm gonna let you go and cook that. I'm not gonna give the secret away. You go on and cook that. I'm gonna keep it quiet about the pro-black stance. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying, like, guys, I'm gonna tell you something. When I was a part of the pro-black community, probably for like 15 all the way to 41, about I'll say 41-ish, right? So that's 26 years. I know a lot of times I say 24 and a half years, but 24 and a half years I was, I had the Nation of Islam indoctrination in me. But remember I told you guys my mother was a Black Panther. So I get it. Trust me, I get it. But it's different from when I was growing up. Now you can be pro-black, but have white managers, white handlers. You can spend money with other white companies to do things for you that black businesses can do for you. It's just a lot of contradictions and hypocrisy that's going on, and I just have to point it out. That's all. I just have to point it out. You know what I mean? So Mark Nash, salute to Mark Nash. Shout out to Mark Nash, man. My brother Mark Nash. Please go to his YouTube channel and subscribe. Mark Nash. You know, that's my guy there, man. I was on
Breaking the Beats.
Yeah, Breaking the Beats, man. Yeah, I was on this panel last night. I was so sleepy and tired.
Yeah, man.
Oh, so sleepy and tired last night.
OG, what's happening, baby?
OG, triple OG, triple OG, quadruple OG. What's up, homie? Hey, you know where I got that from, Sheldon? When I was watching what it was, Friday.
Right.
The one that had Terry Crews in it. When he came off of prison.
That's Friday After Next.
Yeah. Ice Cube walked on to Terry Crews. He said, "What's up, OG, triple OG?" Hey man. Hey. He said, "What's up, OG, triple OG?" Hold on. Exclusive say that and you gonna like this. He said Barrios was talking cash is today, and he said that Tank looked like he was shaking like booty meat.
I heard. Somebody sent me that. They sent me that. I heard that Tank was looking kind of shook. Well, you got to realize this is a big moment for Tank. Yeah. Everybody's talking about this is Barrios' moment. It is, which it is. This moment can make Barrios, but this is also big for Tank. First time at a new weight. First time fighting somebody with this many physical advantages over him. Young guy, hungry guy, strong guy, and people don't want to admit it, but Tank had problems with Gamboa at 35. People will not admit that. But if you look at that fight, why did it take you 12 rounds to get rid of an old man who had a torn Achilles in the second round? So the power isn't there like they say it is. And he goes back and knocks out Santa Cruz, a 26-pounder, and they think he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Well, we gonna find out Saturday night. All this shit y'all been talking about Tank, we gonna see what Tank is Saturday night.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, I honestly believe we're gonna have a hell of a fight because of if Barrios has any of that dog in him, you know, I'm big on who the trainers are. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. Barrios is not coming to lay down. He's not coming to lay down. But you know, so I'm anxious to see that fight. I really am anxious to see that fight, man. Barrios is gonna have to stop Tank, in my opinion. He's gonna have to stop him. Because the odds are stacked against him, Sheldon. I'm telling you right now. Because he's not the favorite. He's not the hometown favorite.
He's not getting no decision unless he completely dominates Tank, which I don't think he will. I don't think his boxing skills is to that level. But I think he has the power to stop him. Accumulation of punches and stop him. That's what I'm predicting. 9th or 11th round stoppage.
Right. And so you know, and if you look at the history of boxing, you know, bullies, when the bullies get bullied, it takes, you know, it does something to them psychologically. You know, to be a bully is a psychological thing. Being a bully is more psychological as well as physical, because you have a mentality that's intimidating to people, and you may have the size or the power that goes with it that puts fear in people's heart. So when they step into the ring with you, so when they step into the ring with you, there's automatically a fear factor there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Let me address Rachel right quick. Rachel, check this out, Rachel. Just because Ellerby and Mayweather think he can win doesn't mean he's going to win. They probably did pick this guy, you're right. But in my opinion, they picked the wrong guy.
And Rachel, throughout the history of boxing, that there's always been fighters who's been picked to win, and they didn't win. You know, like you know what I mean? Like Buster Douglas was a cherry pick for Mike Tyson. See how that happened? Vernon Forrester beat Sugar Shane Mosley twice. No one thought Vernon Forrester was going to beat Sugar Shane Mosley. You know what I mean? He beat him. Not only did he beat him once, he beat him twice. No one thought that Antonio Tarver was going to do what he did to Roy Jones. So just because you pick him doesn't mean, you know, you got to tell that other fighter, yeah, you was picked because we picked you to lose. Well, you need to convince the other fighter that he's supposed to lose. You see what I'm saying? So, but I get what you're saying, but I do get what you're saying though, Rachel. Smith and West says,
go ahead, coach. Go ahead, Smith and West.
Smith and West said, with Tank's corner throw in the towel if he's taking too much of a beating. I don't know. You know what, man? The way I feel right now about the towel being thrown in, because fighters do get killed in the ring, and it's kind of crazy, but because of the Wilder situation with Mark Breland throwing the towel in because he saved his fighter. He saved his fighter. I want you guys to understand that. A black man who helped his fighter become the heavyweight champion of the world. He saw his fighter taking an unnecessary beating, and he threw the towel in to save his fighter's life so that he can live to fight another day. So when I saw an interview with Wilder, I forgot which one. I think it was Ellie Setback or whatever. In one of them interviews, he said that towards the end, he said, "Yeah, now we back here again, and we get to live to see another day, to fight another day." And I say it's ironic that he used those words. I'm gonna find that video, guys. I'm gonna find that video. He said something of that sort. But when I'm gonna find that video, it's amazing that you use those choice of words, because if it wasn't for Mark Breland, you wouldn't be sitting here talking about you're gonna live to fight another, or you're gonna fight. We're gonna see another fight between you and Fury for a trilogy. But go ahead, Shelton.
Wizard Sleeve. Barrios has been fighting his last 6-7 fights at 140. If he beats Tank, of course he's going to fight Taylor. He's a natural 140 fighter. What are you talking about? He fights at 140. He beats Tank, he gets a shot at Taylor, and you goddamn right he gonna take it. That's a big money fight.
Yeah, but then it all depends on what Floyd Mayweather and Leonard is going to do as well. Shout out. Hey Leroy. Shout out to 9 Timo Mansell. Hit Ali Bell. He say, "Sup, coach, love your analysis on everything that has to do with boxing." Yeah, man, I try my best. I try my best. Carmen Serene, what he say, sis? He say, "Nah, these guys are soft." Hagler was boxing on Mugabe's head off for 2 straight minutes, and no towel was thrown in. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why I don't want the towel thrown in. Since we have a towel thrown in controversy with the PBC as it relates to Wilder, they want to go out on the shield. Let them go out on the shield. Period. Yeah. Whatever the hell that means. If that's how you want to go out, let them go out that way. Respect his wishes. I'm not saying.
Coach, wait till you see that interview. That point is going to be addressed. Wait till you see that interview. But look here. Salute to you, Coach. Salute to the chat family. You know I love y'all. And I'm gonna be on the show tomorrow. We're going live at 11 instead of 12, because I'll be at the weigh-in and I'll be on the ground. Y'all have a great day, Coach. I'm gonna hit you once I get touchdown.
Okay, all right. Salute to my brother Shelton, man. He on his way to the ATL to watch the Tank and Barrios fight this Saturday. So that's gonna be on and popping, bro. Salute to my brother, man. Absolutely, man. You know that's gonna be great. So Shelton coming down. He's gonna be in the ATL and he's gonna watch this fight. Salute to Hey Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Salute the Punch Drunk Boxer for the super chat, man. Hit the Ali Bell for Punch Drunk. Please go to his channel and subscribe. Punch Drunk said Wilder should be better prepared for Fury the boxer and the slugger. This issue, can he execute and adjust? I don't think so. Yeah. My thing, Punch, is this. I'm going to give Deontay Wilder all the credit on the planet Earth. He is going to be 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, 40, 50 times better than in the third fight than it was in the second fight. The only problem is Tyson Fury is going to be 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, 40 times, 50 times better as well. It's not like Tyson Fury going to come in the ring and just be the same fighter he was in the second fight. No, he's going to be better in the second fight because he has a longer training camp to work with Sugar Hill. And I know a lot about crunk boxers. You know what I mean? I know a lot about that on the crunk, not only the crunk boxers, but the crunk style. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm going to give Wilder the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, he's going to be better. He's going to be able to take to all of the teaching and training that Malik Scott is going to teach him, right? Is teaching him. Maybe he'll be able to implement the game plan to the best of his ability. My only thing is, and I kind of agree with you, Punch, on that. When the game plan is not working, you know, human beings are creatures of habit. All of us are creatures of habit, right? When the game plan is not working, will he go back to doing what he know how to do? If I'm a betting man, I believe that. I just believe that wholeheartedly, right? So now, where am I going with this? Tyson Fury is going to be a whole lot better. He's going to be a whole lot better from the inside fight game standpoint, because if he's smothered, see, how do you beat a power puncher? Deontay Wilder is 6'7" tall. So it's not like he's Mike Tyson size. So when you're fighting a short, stocky, powerful puncher, you want to keep him on the edge of the jab. When you're fighting a power puncher, you can like smother their punches. But Deontay Wilder needs distance and leverage to be able to throw, and of course timing, to be able to throw that right hand and make it land his mark, right? So I'm constantly hearing that, man, once he land that right hand, that's he can put you to sleep. And this is what they're using to sell the fight. This is a selling point, a selling tactic, right? They are saying these things while ignoring the fact that Tyson Fury ate the right hand already. Wilder landed that right hand twice in the first fight, and he got up. Okay? He got up. He ate the right hand 3 or 4 times in the third fight, and he shook it off. He got hit one time real clean. I think it was in that first round, maybe second round, and he did turn. He kind of saw it coming, and he rolled with it. He got hit. He backed up a little bit, and they said, "Oh, look at that punch! Wilder landed that right hand." And Wilder was like, "Yeah, I landed it." And he backed up a little bit, and guess what Tyson Fury did? He took a step back, and he started back, coming forward, becoming front foot dominant, and coming at him one more time. So it was like he got hit with it. Okay, yeah, you got me with a good shot. No, come on. And he stuck with the game plan. He didn't get frustrated and say, "Oh man, damn, he hit me with the right hand. I'm gonna have to do something different." Nah. Tyson Fury ate that right hand, and this is what people who make that argument. This is what people who make that argument. This is what they fail to address, and I think they're doing that because they don't want to acknowledge it. Right? It doesn't confirm their own bias. Big Plan says, I watched a Blue Blood Wilder interview, and King Scott in the bathrobe with a cigar was looking like a character from the 80s detective show. Yeah, I haven't saw that interview. Someone Shelton sent it to me. So I haven't seen that interview at all. You know what I mean? I haven't seen that interview at all. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But Fury's gonna be 10 times better. I can promise you that. He's gonna be 10 times better in this fight. Sugar Hill said he's working on a 1-punch knockout for Tyson Fury. No one is going to tell me that a 6'9", 275-pound man can't punch. When I saw what he did in the second fight, and he bloodied, he had Wilder's mouth bleeding, nose bleeding, and ear bleeding. But he can't punch. But he got pillow fists. Right? No one is going to tell me that. No one is going to tell me that. So, we know that when you throw, power comes from your feet, right? And I'm explaining that to you guys. This is what RIP to my old coach, old trainer, Detective Tommy Ellis out in Tampa, Florida. RIP to him. He showed me something, right? He said that why do you playing your feet like that? When you throw your punch, it's coming from the bottom of your foot. And what happens is when you punch somebody with a power shot or anything, the power transfers from your foot when you're pushing off. It goes through your legs, through your body, through the arm, through the fist until it hits his target, right? Bam. So that's pretty much how it is. People say, yeah, it's coming from the hips. Yes, but it's really coming from the foot. It's coming from how you got, proper feet placement. And when you throw that punch, your feet have to be grounded, right? And it's going to land that shot. So anyways, hold on. Someone said, what did someone say? I'm going to go ahead and get right into what I'm talking about. And then too, Tobin Time, you hit the nail right on the head. Wilder can't take body shots. What's going to happen when Fury maul him and start going to his body? Wilder has a very slim frame, right? So he's going to be able, he's going to have to be able to have footwork and try to get out of the way, and move or whatever. You know what I mean? So whatever Malik Scott is working on, Wilder's going to be 10 times better. And but Tyson Fury is going to be 10 times better as well. The reason I want to give Wilder all the credit in the world, because when he get his ass whooped, I don't want no damn excuses this time, right? So this guy, Trevor Stoker, said Fury is a lying cheat who is about to get what he deserved. Okay. And the Twerkinator is a liar who make excuses, who's going to get what he deserves again as well. because he lied about every goddamn thing, every reason why he lost the fight, except maybe one thing. And that's what we're going to address right now. So again, a disclaimer. Again, a disclaimer. The information I'm about to share today, I do not own the rights to it. I do not own the rights to this information I'm about to share today, right? But I want to talk about Deontay Wilder did say that in the Kevin Iole interview that Tyson Fury, no, not Tyson Fury. He said that Tyson Fury never hurt him. He said that his costume was too heavy for his legs. Do anybody remember that? Or if you are a Deontay Wilder supporter, do you believe that? Do you think I'm just making this up? Do you think that I'm just making this up? So Robert Brown said, Fury is the biggest liar. What are you talking about, coach? Okay, let's go here. This is what I'm talking about. Fury is the biggest liar. We're not talking about who the biggest liar is. I'm saying that Deontay Wilder is a liar as well. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I'm talking about, fam. I'm finna show you right now. That none of these are lies, so everything is truthful. We already know Tyson Fury is a liar. That's been established. But what about your guy? You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't even know why you Alphabet Boy channel supporters come over here. So this is what bro, I'm gonna make a teaching moment out of you. So this dude, he'll say, this some coon-ish, bro. Self-hatred is real. Y'all let all these YouTube people convince y'all if that a black person rides for his people, he's racist when all the other coaches do it. Pathetic. I tell you what. See, this is what I want to tell you guys. Now, this dude is saying I'm a coon now. I'm a sellout now. I'm an Uncle Tom now. Listen, let me explain something to you. You know, was it some coon-ish when you threw the black man Mark Breland under the bus? Was it some coon-ish when you said that Jamel Charlo need to be slapped? Was it some coon-ish when supporters like you of the Twerkinator, you know, and from the Alphabet Boy community saying that you wish Mark Breland got, not Mark Breland, but Sugar Hill, a black man got burnt up in the car fight? What is some coon-ish when you same guys call Terrence Crawford top-ranked Toby? You guys are the biggest coons on the internet. And why in the hell are you here? That's what I want to know. But I'm glad you're here. Because now, I'm glad you're here now. So let me show you guys some pro-black stuff. Let me show you what the Alphabet Boy channels and this fool right here, Trevor Stoker, the coon, is all about. I'm finna show you what I'm glad you're here, bro. I'm glad you're here. I'm finna roast your ass now. You see what I'm saying? But anyways, let's do this. Let's do this. Now, Wilder said, Exhibit A, Wilder said that
What do you think happened? I mean, you knew that he was going to come forward and come at you. He said he was going to fight that way. That wasn't the Deontay that we've seen for 40-some plus fights. What do you think happened? Did he hurt you early on that affected you the rest of the way?
No, he didn't hurt me at all. It was the simple fact that my uniform coming out, Kevin, was way too heavy for me. I didn't have no legs from the beginning of the fight.
now that's Exhibit A. Again, I do not own the rights to this material that I'm sharing. This is for teaching purposes only, and this is for commentary and criticism purposes only. Right now, your pro-black king from Wakanda. Since you calling me a coon, your pro-black king from Wakanda. All you Alphabet Boy channels and Twerkinator supporters do is attack black people. You attack Terrence Crawford. You attack Dillian White. You attack Anthony Joshua. You attack Jamel Charlo. You attack Mark Brealey. You attack Sugar Hill. All these people are black, and they are not getting attacked by white people. They are getting attacked by the Twerkinator supporters. And I'm supposed to be just sit here and take that because you're attacking other people. I'm showing you the hypocrisy of you fools. And you come on my channel every damn day.
To this day.
You come on my channel.
To this day.
And you come on my channel.
To this day.
And you know goddamn well what my position is and where I stand. I care nothing about you calling me a coon. I do not like you, Tyson, not Tyson, the Twerkinator fanboys. I do not like you fanboys. Why in the hell do you come here? I have no idea. But you crazy as hell. As my homeboy Dietrich could say. You crazy as hell. You see what I'm saying? You got life bent. You got me discombobulated. Bruh, all you have, the only power that you have is name calling. But guess what? I am going to point out the hypocrisy today. Guess what? let me show you guys something. Shout out to the LGBT community. I'm going to tell you guys where I'm going at with this. I have a very smart subscriber base. Why am I giving a shout out to the LGBT community? Because Deontay Wilder, the Twerkinator, supports the LGBT community very well. Not only that, but the Twerkinator does business with the LGBT community. Not the black LGBT community, but the white LGBT community. And shout out to the LGBT community. The LGBT community is a very powerful group of people. They have power in high political places and corporate places. I am not saying anything bad about the LGBT community. I support, whatever y'all like, so be it. The LGBT community, I have a great deal of respect for you guys. So what I'm going to do, the LGBT/LDBC, that sound very familiar, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to point out some inconsistencies, some contradictions that's coming from your king, Deontay, the Twerkinator, Beyonce Wilder. Since your ass is over here, Trevor, want to call names, I got something for you. I do not know why you Beyonce Wilder fanboys come over here. Why you Alphabet channel fanboys come over here in my chat? Why? I will not back down. I will not relent. Let me show you guys something. Do anyone know who Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't know that my volume was out. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, guys? Sorry about that. But anyways, these two men represent the LGBT community. As you can see, they are white. Now, I'm not racist. I care nothing about them being white. There's nothing wrong with them being white, right? Nothing wrong with that. The only problem with that is Trevor, the guy who called me a coon, your king who you follow, Deontay Wilder, use those people who own, they got a company that they own called Cosmos. Hold on, let me see. Let's see. Hold on, I want to make sure. Cosmos Glam Squad. Cosmos Glam Squad, they are a beautiful company. Much shout out to the LGBT, oh, sorry about that, the LGBT community. Shout out to the LGBT, I mean, sorry about that, the LGBT community. Oh, I'm not finished. I'm just getting started. Trevor, where you at, boy? Trevor, where you at, boy? Where you at, boy? He said, bro, I want to talk about the LGBT. No, I'm respecting the LGBT. But you here calling another man twerkinator. But you calling me a coon. Do you see the double standards in that? You come on my channel and call me a coon, but you mad that I call your king the twerkinator. So it's okay for you to call me a coon, but your king, the twerkinator, gonna go get his outfits and costume designed by the Glam Squad out there in California. White. But I thought y'all didn't like white people. But you so pro-black. But you got a white manager named JD's. You got a white manager. You got another white manager named Shelly Finkel. You so pro-black, but your team is white. The people who handle your affairs is white. Oh, I'm not finished with you yet, though. No, don't kick him out. Trevor, I want you to stay here. Since you called me a coon and you mad that I called your king the twerkinator, I want you to sit your ass right here. Boy, sit right here. You're going to take this medicine today. And I promise you, when I finish with you, your ass will never come back here again. Again, the material that I'm fixing to share, I do not own the rights to it. Let's go, man. Let's go. Sit your ass right here, boy. Don't go nowhere. Sit your ass right here. And another thing, this dude was so pro-black that, and let me tell you something, guys. In the pro-black community, we don't talk about, and this, I'm not making this up. When I was in the Nation of Islam for 24 and a half years, right? Shout out to some of the brothers who are still over there that I'm still friends with to this day. You guys know my position, but it is what it is. But that's neither here nor there. What I wanted to say is this, because I want to say my words very, very carefully. I noticed that when Wilder came up on the stage, he said, I would like to give thanks to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. There's nothing wrong with that. And Tyson Fury said that well, I like to congratulate Wilder for finally recognizing Jesus as his Lord and Savior. So that ass whooping made Wilder go to Jesus, because he wasn't saying that prior to that ass whooping that Tyson Fury gave him. So that's a good thing. But Trev, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Here we go. I do not own the rights to this material. I'm just using this for teaching purposes only. Let's go.
Deontay is one of them. So it was a big opportunity. Deontay's wife came in the store, Telly. She's absolutely beautiful. And she was shopping, and she says, in passing, my fiance Deontay is a fighter, and he wears a mask. So me and Donato were like,
By the way, I'm Donato Crowley. I'm his partner as well. We have a label called Cosmo and Donato together.
Yeah, it's called CD.
Yeah,
yes.
CD.
Yes. So anyway, in passing, and she goes, you want to see the outfit? So we looked at the outfit, and we're like, she goes, you think you guys could do something like that? And I'm like, I lifted to, I don't know, like, because the mask was really cool, but it kind of looked like kind of this party city.
Yeah, it was like a mask. We had some like spikes in it, and it was cool. And like, if you've ever seen, I mean, if you've ever seen, everybody's seen what we've done now. Like, we do really over the top pieces, and we create them all ourselves, handcrafted. Like this, most all of, I think every one of Deontay's costumes were with leather and studs.
Yeah.
And like hand sewn, hand created.
Yeah.
We have an entire team that does it.
So basically, these beautiful people who represent the LGBT community, much respect to the LGBT community. They have a company called Cosmo Glam Squad. So if anybody who wants to get a costume made similar to what Deontay Wilder wore, and guess what? This company has made Deontay Wilder's his last 4 costumes. So he's pro-black. Now, the costume was good. Let me tell you something. Man, listen, shout out to the Glam Squad. Boy, listen, y'all do some good work. You guys do some good work over there, man. So if anybody in the chat, if you want to get a costume made, go to California, look up Cosmo's Glam Squad. The Twerkinator uses them. You see what I'm saying? And you can get a nice outfit. I noticed that they was white, though. Not that it matters to me. You see what I'm saying? But the pro-black stuff, you're pro-black, but you're spending money with white LGBT companies. So now it makes sense now it makes sense when you started twerking. It makes sense when you started twerking. I get it now. Okay, Trevor, where you at, boy? I got you. Oh, I'm not finished though. That's just the first video. Once again, I am not the owner of this material. This is you know what I mean, the information that I am sharing today. Basically, the information that I'm sharing today, guys. I got to say this: a disclaimer. There's a disclaimer, right? We're going to read the FBI disclaimer. The copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair usage for purposes such as criticism, which I am, commentating, which I am doing, news reporting, which I am doing, and teaching, which I am doing, and research purposes. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just using this for educational purposes, guys, because I think that the Twerkinator's low IQ fan boy base, I think that they do not, I got to break this down for them. So this guy says, not only do you hate yourself because you're black, but because you're so closeted LGBT, oh, I get it now. No, you don't understand. See, the reason why I have to give a shout out to the LGBT community, sir, is a very, very, very powerful group of people. They have power in high places. And you know what? If you knew better, you'll do better. But that's okay, though. You cannot hurt me, Trevor. Just stay right here. I'm not finished cooking. Stay right here. Stay right here. I'm so happy that you're here, man. I'm so happy. But this is who your king used. See, what you're trying to do is deflection tactics. Your king is supposed to be pro-black. Your king is supposed to be pro-black. But he's spending money with the Glam Squad from the LGBT community. And there's nothing wrong with the LGBT community. If you guys who are, and I have some really good intelligent subscribers, if you understand, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, you will understand why I am wording my words the way, where they are. You will understand that. I hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. You see what I'm saying? But anyways, let's go. But he pro-black though. He's supposed to be the masculine Mandingo warrior. Masculine Mandingo pro-black warrior. Doing business with the Glam Squad. But let's go. I'm not finished. Hey, Trev, stay right here, baby boy. Got some more for you. Not more, mo. You know I'm from the South. I'm country as hell.
Yeah.
This particular costume.
We actually been making these masks for Burning Man. People come from all over the world, and they're like specialty. My store is very specialty, one of a kind. It's like an art museum meets Studio 54. It's an experience. But so anyway, she says, you think you guys could do something for my man? And then we're like, oh, can we? And I showed her a little bit of how we get down.
Yeah.
And before you know it, we're making Deontay his outfit. And what fight was that?
That was Brazil, first one.
Brazil.
Fury was the first one, then Brazil.
Yes.
Yeah, then Ortiz, and then Fury.
And that was like the month of the last episode of Game of Thrones. So we were really inspired.
Yeah.
Because Deontay, when we met him, he's like a supermodel. He's like absolutely gorgeous, you know. And he wanted to be this like war god, warlord, you know. And we're like, oh my God, we have to create something so epic for him.
So they said that when they saw Deontay Wilder, shout out to the Glam Squad, if you guys understand where I'm coming from. Shout out to the LGBT community, pause, as my brother Puss would say. Hey, Puss say, pause. That's a Harlem thing. That's a New York thing. Them dudes from New York crazy. Yo, pause. You know, so they said when they saw Deontay, they said Deontay, I think he said Deontay was very, you know, very handsome or something like that. And he wanted to be like this African war god. You know what I mean? So the theme of the costume that Deontay Wilder made for Black History Month, and Deontay Wilder did this for Black History Month. He went to white people to create an outfit for him to represent Black History Month. There was no other black companies in America that he could have went to, put his black dollars behind black businesses. But I get it. Okay, if it wasn't a double standard, it wouldn't be a standard at all. I get it, guys. But that's okay. That's neither here nor there. So now it explains the twerking, and it also explains why he has a desire to one day want to get impregnated and to have children. Okay, I got all that. Now I get it. See, I was wrong in the past, guys. I never saw this interview before. I never saw it before. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys. I never saw it before. But now that when I saw this interview, it all makes sense now. I was so wrong about the Twerkinator. It all makes sense now. You see what I'm saying? When you bring your ass over here to my channel, you Twerkinator supporters and you Alphabet Boy fanboys, when you bring your ass over here, just know I got something for you. Oh, I got a whole lot more that I'm saving in the cut. But I ain't gonna bring that out yet. I'm not gonna bring that out yet. Anyways, shout out to Sly Tennessee's.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to Sly Tennessee's. He said, I just can't. Yeah, absolutely. So, well, this guy said, y'all ain't even Fury fans, you Wilder haters. Listen, I'm not a fan of Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder. But you're not addressing this, though. I noticed you guys would never address what I'm talking about. You're not addressing this. You see what I'm saying? And why are you here? But guess what? I'm so glad y'all here today. I want you're going to suffer today. You see what I'm saying? When I finish with you guys, you're going to hate me so goddamn much. You keep coming back over here. Stay your ass in the safe zone where the Alphabet Boy channel's at. Every time you come over here, I'm going to punish your ass. Because I don't like none of you. I really don't. I don't like none of you Twerkinator fanboys. And none of you Alphabet Boy fanboys. But you bring your ass over here every day, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, New Media Today USA Boxing. We be on from Sunday to Friday, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We be on here all the time. You see what I'm saying? So shout out to the Glam Squad. Shout out to the LGBT community. I mean, LDBC community. I mean, the LGBT community. Shout out to you guys. If you pick up what I'm putting down. Pause. As my brother Punch would say, pause. Oh, man, listen, bro. Not today. Brother, you came on the wrong channel today. So let me address this dude one more time. He said, y'all support anyone, but y'all choose to hate. Wait a minute. Let me tell you something. Y'all ain't support anyone, but you choose to hate. Wait a minute. You hated on Mark Breland, a black man. You hated on Jamel Charlo, saying that he deserved to be slapped, a black man. You hate on Terrence Crawford. You call him top rank Toby, a black man. You hate on Anthony Joshua, a black man. You hate on Daniel White, a black man. You wish death threats on Sugar Hill, saying that I hope you get burned up in the car fire, a black man. What the hell are you talking about? You guys specialize in hate, and you're racist. You racist as hell. Not only are you racist to people from the UK, you're racist to other white people, and you're racist to other black people who does not fit your narrative. I'm just showing you the hypocrisy. But let's go. Let's go. Let's finish cooking. Patrick, I'm glad you're here. Got something for your ass too. Let's go to the next one.
For him. So that's when we made the first outfit. And that was
And actually, he on that.
so epic for him. So that's something so epic for him. So that's when we made the first outfit. And that was
actually, he on that outfit, he really had just seen a moto piece that we had done that was all crystallized. It was like a moto, and he put it on. He goes, "Oh, this is what I want to wear for my ring walk." And we're like, "It's great, but let us add to it. You know, let us add a little weight to it." Just kidding. Too soon, right?
well, that's what I wanted to ask you about. So obviously, Deontay has looked great on these ring walks recently. You could totally see the Game of Thrones. You could see the excellence, the work that went into it. And he fought Tyson Fury last Saturday. He ends up losing. And then he came out with some excuses, and he said part of the reason he didn't perform well is because his suit weighed him down early in the fight and his legs were gone. So I'm just curious, when you guys first heard that excuse from Deontay Wilder, what was going through your head?
It was kind of a shock, honestly, and it was kind of very, it was heart-wrenching. Oh my God.
It didn't sound like Deontay to me.
It didn't sound like Deontay,
that doesn't sound
because I know that Deontay would never throw us under the bus, because I know he absolutely loved the outfit and the fitting, and it didn't sound like it really came from Deontay.
Okay, now, did you notice something? The costume creators. Oh, also, I got to give a shout out. I have the link in the description. Disclaimer, guys, I have the link in the description. This is a very good reporter. His name is Karan Bhatia. Karan Bhatia. He is the guy who's doing the interview. Karan Bhatia, please support. Please go to his YouTube channel and subscribe. Karan Bhatia. I have to give him credit for this. This is where I got the interview from. He did excellent work. Shout out to the Glam Squad. Shout out to the LGBT community. Deontay Wilder is a big supporter of them, and I really appreciate the fact that Deontay Wilder, he loves everybody except Mark Breland, except he loves everybody except Mark Breland, except Anthony Joshua, except Dillian White, except what's my brother name, Jamel Charlo, and any other blacks who don't toe the line. He doesn't like them. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Doesn't make any sense. I'm kind of confused right now, but that's okay. Anyways, shout out to those guys. Shout out to those guys. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to those guys. If you pick up what I am, if you guys can pick up what I'm putting down, pause. Okay, now let's keep going. So what they're saying is they felt like Wilder threw them under the bus when he said that the costume wore his legs out. So that was the first excuse as to why he lost the fight to Tyson Fury. He did not say anything. He did not say anything about Tyson Fury had egg weights in his gloves. He did not say anything about Tyson Fury had the padding misses from his gloves. He told Kevin Iole that the costume wore his legs out. And I played that clip earlier where Kevin Iole interviewed Wilder, and he said that. So they felt like they was thrown under the bus when Wilder said that, right? Hold on, but I'm not finished. I have a little bit more. See, this pro-black stuff is confusing me today because I remember when I was pro-black, and I will say this. When I was pro-black, I was always taught we have to support black businesses, support our own, keep your black dollars with your black people. This is what I was taught, right? I didn't know that it was okay. But in today's time, to be pro-black, you can spend money outside of your community while bashing people in your community, while wishing threats of violence against people in your community. You guys from the Alphabet Boy community fail to acknowledge that because your hypocrisy. You don't like me because I'm pointing out your hypocrisy. You are the biggest hypocrites in the sport of boxing on YouTube today. You talk all that pro-black stuff, but you ain't got black wives in your household. You talk all that pro-black stuff, but you're supporting other people outside of the black race. Since you so pro-black. You talk all that pro-black stuff, but all your hate and vitriol and words of violence is only towards people who look like you. Oh, but I'm not finished. Let's continue. Let's continue. So they felt like that Wilder threw them under the bus, right? But let's go.
So we didn't believe it, but we were on pins and needles all day because we were trying to call Deontay, but actually he was busy recovering. Yeah. So that night before we went to bed, we got FaceTime, and it was Deontay, and it was like, guys, things get twisted and media, I love you guys so much. You guys are family, you know, and we love Deontay. You know, we got to know him and his wife and his kids, and you know, we got really close like family. You know, so it was so reassuring to hear him, you know, FaceTime like you and I right now, saying, I love you guys and just get ready for the other fight. I'm taking you guys to the top with me.
Listen, did you hear what they said? They said Deontay Wilder FaceTimed them to clear the record that he did not throw them under the bus. He FaceTimed them to let them know, hey, man, listen, I love you guys. This is what Deontay Wilder said. This is what the Glam Squad saying that Deontay Wilder said. I haven't heard Deontay Wilder say this because I wasn't on that call. But this is what the Glam Squad said that Deontay Wilder said. He FaceTimed them and he said, I love you. He said, I love you guys. And, you know, I love you. And, you know, that sometimes the media, they do get my words twisted. And, you know, so I just want to let you know that I'm going to use you guys again to make my next outfit. And I'm going to take you guys to the top with me. This is what he said. This is what they say that he said. I'm going to take you guys to the top with me. Right? Shout out to the Glam Squad. If you pick up what I'm putting down, everybody in the chat. Shout out to the LGBT community and the LGBT community. I mean, the LGBT community. If you guys pick up what I'm putting down in the chat. Shout out Best Life for the $5 super chat. Watered down pro-blacks is what they are called. They give pro-black a bad name. They give it a bad name. But notice they said that, you know, Wilder said that he had to clear the record to let them know that, hey, man, listen, the media sometimes gets his words twisted. No. That's what you said to Kevin Iole. So he went back to them, apologized, and saved face. But guess who he didn't apologize to? He did not apologize to Mark Breeden. He did not apologize to Jamel Charlo for saying that he needed to be slapped. He did not apologize to Anthony Joshua. He did not apologize to well, you know, I can't say him apologizing to the fighters. I'm not gonna hold that against him. Not apologizing to fighters because fighters normally don't like each other and they hate each other when it's time to fight or when they get ready to fight. You see what I'm saying? But I say all that to say this. I have to point out the hypocrisy. I have to point out the hypocrisy because I was pro-black for 25 years and it was not like this the way it is today. And if it was like this, I didn't notice it. No, we're going to point out the hypocrisy. This is your king, the twerkinator. You say this is your king, right? You guys support him, right? But guess what? He supports the Glam Squad. And they said that Wilder is like family to them. And Deontay Wilder told them that he is their family. You are a part of my family, right? So if our brothers and sisters from the Glam Squad is a part of the Twerkinators family and the Alphabet Boys is a part of their family, then all of y'all just one big family. Yeah. Now I get it. So now I get and I understand the twerking now. Now it all makes sense that you one day want to see what it feel like if scientists can come out with something or some form of science where you can experience childbirth. You would love to experience that. Now it all makes sense now. But this is your king. This is who you want me to support. And you come on my goddamn channel every day trying to call me a coon, sell out Uncle Tom and all that stuff there. No. Remember, guys, I'm fighting this battle by myself. This is me. I don't want the reason why I'm gonna say that is this, because ain't nobody gonna go where I'm gonna go at with it. Somebody got to stand and make a stand, and somebody has to point out the hypocrisy, right? If I lose some people along the way, so be it. Because my mother taught me a long time ago. She said, son, when you're traveling and you're going down the road one day, right, when you're making a trip, the people who start out with you, they may not end up with you on that trip. If they don't end up with you on that trip, guess what? It wasn't meant for them to be there. I'm Dolo, dog. So we have Glam Squad and we have Bomb Squad. That's a good one there. Chat is get bang. That's a good one. Pause. That's a good one there. Yeah, but you came on. Listen, bro, listen. When you came over here and you called me a coon, you know you done fucked up, right? That's where you messed up at, right there. But anyways, let's continue. Let's continue. So when you say that, oh man, you throwing another black man under the bus. You didn't say that when Wilder threw Mark Breland under the bus. And Mark Breland is a stand-up guy. You didn't say that when you threw him under the bus and he was receiving death threats. You didn't say that when Sugar Hill got thrown under the bus and he was receiving death threats. You didn't say that when you was talking about, oh, we're going to slap Jamel Charlo. You threw him under the bus. You didn't say that about Anthony Joshua. You didn't say that about Dillian White. All the black people that you threw under the damn bus, you didn't say that, oh man, you throwing another black man under the bus. It's different when y'all do it to other black people, but then when somebody point out your hypocrisy, you know what I mean, and your double standards, now it's a problem. I ain't here to make friends today, man. I'm dolo, homie. I'm dolo. I'm not here to make friends today. This is a one-seater. Today it is. Because I don't want nobody who I associate with. I don't want nobody getting no heat, because, yeah, I seen you on that dude platform. You must be about what he about. No, ain't no other channel that I give shots out to or salutes to. No other channel is representing what I'm representing right now. I'm doing this on my own. So I don't want you guys to go at no other channel. Come at me. I'm with it. Anyways, let's go. I ain't finished yet. I'm just getting started. Cause look, this show gonna wrap up it's a 2-hour show. It's gonna wrap up. I got like another 40. I got about another 48 minutes and I'm done. Hey, Lil Bullet, what's going on?
Super chat.
If you love to hear the sins, they love to act. Absolutely. I totally agree. Shout out to you, fam, for the super chat. Let's go. All right, where was I at? Was I on my phone?
And get ready for the next fight with Fury.
But he did acknowledge the weight of the costume. He did acknowledge that, and we actually listened to him in that, and we're like, listen, going forward, we know that we need to make adjustments in that because, he had to wear that costume for a lot longer than anticipated during that ring walk. Normally, it's a 5-minute ring walk. For that, it's not a problem, but because of the way the timing went in the back.
But he was in it a while before.
Right.
So I could see the weight, you know what I mean? Maybe contributing to it. I understand, But he clarified everything with us. And next time we're going to make the outfit in Scott tissue.
So the Glam Squad said that Wilder did confer with them that the outfit was too heavy. Why am I saying this, guys? Because Wilder did tell Kevin Iole, that the costume wore his legs out. Now, guess what? That's a possibility because Wilder does have skinny legs. So you know what? That might be the truth because he said the same thing to the Glam Squad. The Glam Squad are the people, the company who created Deontay Wilder's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Black Power Panther outfit, right? And they did a good job. Let me tell you something, they did a good job. So if anybody would like to get a costume designed by the Glam Squad, please reach out to them. Deontay, they say that Deontay Wilder is their family. Wilder said that, according to them, they said that Wilder told them that you are my family and we're going to I'm going to take you guys to the top with me. So the Bomb Squad plus the Glam Squad equals they're going to go to the top. Okay? Plus the Alphabet Boy community. So when you bring your ass over here, if you support the Twerkinator and you are subscribed to my channel, please unsubscribe. I don't want your subscribership. If you are a supporter of the Alphabet Boy community and you subscribe to my channel, please unsubscribe. I do not want your subscribership. I don't want you. I don't need you. And I don't like you. Listen, you bringing smoke to the wrong individual. I'm not the one. And I mean that. But anyways, I'm not finished. So I'm saying this in support of your king. Your king legs probably was weak from the costume because he had the costume on entirely too long. Now that is an excuse, but it's a legitimate excuse. He had the costume on too long. The Glam Squad said that You know, the costume was only supposed to be worn for 5 minutes. Wilder had that costume on for a whole hour. So this probably explains why he did not look the same in the first fight. He did not have his legs up under him. He did not have his legs up under him. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is a legitimate argument. I am saying this myself today, guys. Coach Malachi Williams, New Media Today, USA Boxing. This is me saying this. As I said before, the material that I'm reading is covered under the Fair Usage Act. I do not own the rights to it. This is covered. I got this interview from Karen Batier. Please subscribe to his YouTube channel. Shout out to the LGBT community. Shout out to the LGBT. I mean, you know, LDBC. They sound the same. Bomb Squad, Glam Squad. I know all of y'all want to be family. So listen, I'm not dropping the link right now. Yeah, the link is in the description. The link is in the description of this video. So go into the description of this video, and you will be able to see the entire interview for yourself. Don't take my word for it. As a matter of fact, let's do this. Give it to you right now. But I'm finna wrap this up. I'm fixing to wrap this up. I got like 6 more parts and I'm done. I'm out of here. 6 more parts and I'm out of here. Again, do not come at anyone any channels that I may have shouted out in the past. The channels who I rock with, they may tell me, man, look, man, we don't want to rock with you no more. They may tell me, hey, man, we don't want you to come on our platform anymore because, you know, we don't want that heat. And I understand that. If you don't want me to come on your platform anymore, that's fine. I would not take it personal. But again, this is a one-seater. I don't want nobody getting no flack, pressure from the Alphabet Boy community or their supporters or their fanboys because of me. I can handle it. I'm damn near 50, dog. I can handle it. Trust me. And that's fine. I will not take it personal. But anyways, let's go. So the costume is a legitimate reason why the legs was not up under him. That's a legitimate reason. It's an excuse, but that's a legitimate reason. And he does have skinny legs. But let's go.
That's probably a smart plan. So when he says 40 to 45 pounds, do you think that's accurate? And why does it weigh that much? He mentioned batteries because obviously he had the lights in the eyes. Is that how much it weighed, and why does it weigh that much?
That's something that's really interesting.
We didn't actually weigh it, though. You know, I wish he was here with us right now because I would just like drop it on a scale right now.
Yeah.
But we didn't actually weigh it. So basically, it's the same components as the other outfits. Basically, all made in leather, all crystals. But the wiring did add a little weight, and the battery packs did add some weight.
So the wiring of the costume did add weight. And the battery pack did add weight. So when Wilder told Kevin Iole in the interview that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Black Power Black Panther costume outfit that he wore the night of the fight, he said that it did kind of wear his legs out. And they did say that they did not weigh it. That's a possibility, guys. So really, I'm kind of defending Wilder from his first excuse. The only problem is he said 15 other excuses after that. And then he accused people of doing things that he had no proof of, all because he took an L from a white boy. But if you had a problem taking the L from a white boy, why in the hell do you do businesses with white people? And why in the hell do you have 2 white managers on your team? But you so goddamn pro-black. You guys are hypocrites. You are the biggest hypocrites in the sport of boxing right now. You hypocrites. You lie and you throw other black people under the bus. You attack Joshua. You attack Dillian White. They black. You attack Terrence Crawford. He black. You attack Jamel Charlo. Salute to Jamel Charlo. He black. You lie on Mark Breland. And this man has an impeccable reputation in the sport of boxing. And you attack doggone Sugar Hill, talking about, I wish you get burnt up in the car fire. And when I point out the hypocrisies, you come at me talking about, oh man, you tearing down black people. You a coon, you a sellout. While ignoring the fact that you tearing down black people. These are the people who made Wilder costume. And this is what they're saying. Again, this is me. I am the one that's doing this. No other channel. I'm not even going to mention no channel's names today. Because I don't want them being affiliated with me as I'm breaking this down right now. Because I don't want nothing. I don't want you guys. Because I know a lot of you guys, you probably got friendships with a lot of people in those communities. So I don't want you guys getting that heat out. They can aim it all at me because they lightweight to me. Anyways,
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
shout out to 9 Timo Mansell. You said that he also gave Wilder the opportunity. He also gave the opportunity to a white person. Not that it matters, but he didn't give it to AJ. Exactly. Boy, if it wasn't, the hypocrisy is amazing. If you guys did not have a double standard, you wouldn't have a standard at all. Oh no. No. Not today. I tell you what, after the day, I promise you after the day, I probably would never see another Alphabet Boy community member ever come on this channel again. I probably would never see a fanboy come on this channel again. I'm not the one, dog. I swear I'm not the one. I have the gift of gab. I have oratorical skills. I'm good at doing research, and I can break it down like a 57 Chevy. You're messing with the wrong guy. You called me a coon, right, Trev? Okay, I'm a coon. All right. Shout out to my sister lady Shan for the super chat.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out for the super chat. Here we go. Trev, you still here, huh? I'm tearing down black people. Oh, okay, but on the low, I'll turn your weak ass platform up today. You're welcome. Yeah. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're here, though. I'm glad you're here. By you sitting here watching this video, you added to the viewership. So I really do appreciate that, Trev. Shout out to you for calling me a coon. But guess what? I'm finna break your ass down like a 57 Chevy. Pause. Just keep watching, though. Keep watching. Got something for you. This your king, your twerkinator, right? So the twerking and wanting to get pregnant and have babies makes sense. There's more to come back. I'm finna finish your ass, though.
So I could see it being,
So those battery packs also weren't just for LED lights. They weren't just for the lighting like that. What they didn't get to see, somebody at the arena dropped the ball.
Really?
And when we had asked for, we were very clear and went over it many times. We said, no fog machines, no lasers. So they had fog machines there. We asked for a blackout right at the end of the song so that he could have a moment. With the whole stadium. The whole stadium comes through, and the lasers go on. There were lasers coming out of the crown that would have touched the ceiling in the stadium.
So you guys didn't see the
and
full
lasers
effect.
coming out of his arm pieces here. So had you seen like what really was like that moment was incredibly iconic, and that's where the extra weight was from these lasers and battery packs. But like, you know,
but you guys didn't get to see that because they dropped the ball in the end.
The fog machines just went straight in the air.
They went in the air.
They didn't even gather fog.
So it would have been even more of a moment. But the good thing is that the costumes did look amazing and him walking out. But you guys, the sad thing is that you guys didn't get the full effect. There was much more.
So we was robbed of getting the full effect of what the costume was supposed to do. So the venue, Las Vegas, Nevada, where the fight was held at last year on Black History Month. So let me get this straight. You pro-black, but you went to 2 white people from the LGBT community to create a costume for you to represent for black people. All right, wait a minute. I thought if you pro-black, you're supposed to go to black people, black businesses to create costumes for you to represent for black people for Black History Month. But you decided to go to our beautiful brothers and sisters in the LGBT community, 2 white men in the LGBT community, to create your costume for black people so you can have that moment in time. Had the outfit on too long, it wore your legs out, you went in the ring, got beat up by Tyson Fury, and then you blame everything on black people in your corner. Okay, all right, okay. Guys, I'm kind of confused right now. I'm trying to put it together, but it's supposed to be lasers popping out everywhere out of the costume. So we got robbed. We got denied of the true effects of what the costume makers intended for it to be. We got robbed of that experience. The hypocrisy is deafening to me. The hypocrisy is deafening to me. The double standard is deafening to me. I am confused. But wait a minute, we got 35 more minutes. We got 35 more minutes. Shout out to no, you know what, sis? Let me know if you want me to give you a shout out because I don't want anybody, you know what I mean. Let's let me know because I don't want no other channel that get any flack, from the Twerkinator army. Come on, y'all bring your ass over here, boy. I'm with it. I stay ready. It's an old saying. If you stay ready, you ain't never got to get ready. I stay ready. You see what I'm saying? And I do not own this material. This material is covered under the Fair Usage Act, and I do have the FBI Fair Usage Copyright Claim Act in the description. So Lady Shan gave me permission. She said, shout me the F out. I'm good. Shout out to Lady Shan then. Shout out to Lady Shan. So we have the Glam Squad in partnership with the Bomb Squad. So if you represent the Bomb Squad, you have to represent the Glam Squad as well. Because they are one and the same. Bars. All right, let's go. Which one I'm on? Almost finished, guys. I'm on slide 8.
It absolutely looked unbelievable. It was one of the best outfits I've ever seen in a ring walk, and I've been covering boxing for a long time. So he said that the first time he tried it on was 15 or 20 minutes before the fight. Had he tried it on in your store? Had he seen it before, or was that the first time he got it?
He stated, I've seen articles where he actually stated that he actually did have a fitting the day before. So
okay.
I'm not sure where you're getting your information, but he did state that he did do a fitting the day before. And then, again, he had to wear it right before the fight, obviously. So, yeah. But listen, I do want to talk about that moment, like that ring walk moment. I think it's really important to mention the gravity and the iconicness of that ring walk.
Yes.
Like with the whole Black History Month and walking in front of every one of those figures that have represented the fight for Black equality, and to have him walk in this costume and this, like, it is considered the best ring walk moment in history at this moment, and it's unfortunate that he lost, and we'll make sure that whatever we have to do to adjust ourselves going forward for the next one, that we're going to make sure that he wins.
So they said that they're going to make sure, it's unfortunate that he lost, but they're going to do whatever they can with the next costume. So apparently Wilder, your Twerkinator king. So this dude right here says that you're really coming off as an Uncle Tom. Why in the hell is your ass here then? I'm an Uncle Tom, but the Twerkinator is working with but your king is working with our beautiful brothers and sisters from the LGBT community. The Glam Squad is working with the Bomb Squad, but I'm the Uncle Tom. The Bomb Squad throws the black Mark Breland, the black trainer, under the bus and scandalizes his name, but I'm the Uncle Tom. The Bomb Squad, the representative of the Bomb Squad and his followers, like your weak ass, throw Jamel Charlo under the bus and saying he deserved to get slapped, but I'm the Uncle Tom. You called Anthony Joshua Uncle Tom. You called my brother, my favorite fighter, Terrence Crawford, top-ranked Toby. You guys are hypocrites. Why are you here? And this fool here say, when Fury goes to sleep July 24th, please don't cancel your channel. I promise you I won't. I'll be back to help improve your pathetic ass views. Guess what? If they so pathetic, why is your ass here? Listen, just keep talking, man. Keep talking. Listen, we ain't gonna block you. We need you here. Listen, you know why you here? We need you here. You guys are pain freaks. You pain freaks. Don't worry though. Don't worry. You said don't worry. Eliza. Shout out to Eliza.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
You Alphabet Boys supporters and Twerkinator supporters. What you fail to realize every time you come on my channel, you helping me, fool. Every time you come here, you helping me. So I appreciate it. I really do. I don't know why you're here, but I really don't, I really don't, you know what I mean? But hey, you got to address this though. The Bomb Squad and the Glam Squad. Now it makes sense why Twerkalicious, the Twerkinator, was twerking, and now it makes sense why your king from Wakanda says he wants to have babies, get pregnant one day. But I am the Uncle Tom. Okay, so Trev called me a coon. The dude T called me Uncle Tom. Okay, you forgot the other two though. Coon, Uncle Tom, sellout, Sambo. Come with some more words. Come with some more words. Make sure you get some more. Get them all right. Coon, Uncle Tom, sellout, Sambo, Toby. What else you got? Come on. I'm with it today. Come on. Just come on. But guess what though? I got another one for you. Let me see. Make sure I address these super chats. I think I addressed it. All right. I got another one for you. You messing with the wrong guy, though. You really are. You really are. Anyways, let's hit this.
That makes sense. Did you watch the fight, and what were your thoughts as you were watching the fight itself?
I was mortified. I was mortified because I never thought that he was going to lose. You know, you always think that, you know, he's going to win, you know, with that winning streak. So watching the fight was heart-wrenching, you know, and from the first round, you know, and I just had a bad vibe. And I just like, and then it just kind of got worse and worse and worse. And I couldn't like even look, you know, it was really devastating. So it was heartbreaking for like everybody.
Yeah, Lady Shan, it is blurry. It's not me. It's just the way the guy recorded it. It was just blurry like that. I'm not even gonna lie to you, sis. It was just blurry like that. So, it is what it is. So this guy says that you tripping, bro. Oh, I'm tripping, but the twerkinator working, the bomb squad working with the glam squad, and he's supposed to be pro-black, is not tripping. Oh, so I didn't know that the bomb squad had an LGBT element to it. Now that I know that, okay, it makes sense now. So I was wrong for saying that, hey man, Wilder tripping, talking about he want to get pregnant one day and know what it feel like to have a child. It makes sense because the bomb squad and the glam squad has an LGBT element to it. Now I get it. Now I get it. See, I didn't know, guys. I was in the blind, right? I was in the blind. But guess what, though? I'm not finished. I'm not finished. I'm glad you're here. So one guy called me a coon. Another guy called me a Tom. Another guy said I'm tripping. Oh, I ain't finished tripping yet, though. I'm not finished tripping yet. I'm going to wrap this up. Put a nice little bow tie on it for you. Pause.
For me, when I was watching it, I was like, that's not Deontay. Honestly, I was like, that. I've never seen Deontay look like that ever. I mean, he's such, something was up. You know what I mean? Something was up with him because that's not Deontay. He is one of the strongest, and you know he's a king. He's an icon, like
and confident. And you know, every fight that we dressed him for, he always had this confident, and everything was like light.
Right.
You know, it was just really light, and he was just like, you know, happy, you know, just to get in there and get it done. You know, and this fight, there was different vibes. You know, it didn't look like him at all. You know, and
a loss for him is a loss for us too, because you know we always knew that going into this, that you can't walk into the ring like that, and if you lose, it's going to be a heavy hit for him. It's going to be a heavy hit for what we did as well. You know, and so we represent Deontay, we represent his vision. We're going to continue to do that as we go forward, and we're going to make some adjustments, and the world is going to be excited to see what we do next.
So our brothers and sisters from our white brothers and sisters who represent the bomb squad, pro-black Deontay Wilder, said that a loss for Wilder is a loss for them. So this is what they say, and they said that they're going to make his costume out of paper next time, tissue paper, to make sure that his legs don't be weak in this one, right? So wait a minute. So this guy said, did Deontay say he wanted to get pregnant, or are you just trying to be funny? For real though. Okay. Got my phone right here, brother. One thing about me, man, I may bring it in a comedic form, but bruh, I got the receipts. So I'm gonna pull this up for you. Let's see, Deontay Wilder. You must be, I don't know, you must be one of the Twerkinator fanboys. Here we go. I got something for you. See, man, listen, bro. I don't know why the hell y'all be coming over here, bro. Like, I got the receipts. Okay, here we go. So, go to Deontay Wilder. Beyonce Wilder nickname is Mother Goose, right? Let me show you this here. Go to Talksport.com. See that headline? Jawan Ramos. Do you see this headline, brother? It says boxing news. Hold on, let me see, can I get a little closer? Boxing news, Deontay Wilder admits that he wants to become pregnant and will undergo a procedure if it was possible. Let's go. So this dude right here says, Igga, if you don't, I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Guess what? I'm not your nigga. But I got something for your ass too. Pause. Since y'all like to come over here, listen, this is for all y'all. This is for all you Alphabet Boy, Beyonce Wilder supporters. It said Deontay Wilder admits that he would love to experience the miracle of childbirth if scientists ever created a procedure to allow him to carry a child. The WBC at the time, heavyweight champion said in recent days, away from his highly anticipated fight against Tyson Fury. That was the first fight. While experts and critics alike are unsure as to how the fight what pan out this Saturday at the Staples Center. This is the first fight. This is what Wilder said. Wilder says that speaking with Gareth A. Davies for the Telegraph, Wilder said, if they ever invent something that would allow a man to carry a child, I want to sign up for it. This is what your king, the Twerkinator, said. I didn't say this. He said this. But this is who you follow, right? Because now I know the Bomb Squad has an LGBT element to it. Now I get why you guys are so damn sensitive and emotional. I get it now. Why you so sensitive and emotional? I get it now. I didn't know. I was ignorant. Now I know. So this is what he said, right? He said, I really do. I would really, he said, I really do. I would say to my girl, this is what Wilder said in 2018. I would say to my girl, let's have a baby, and I would carry it. I would love to experience what women go through to bring life into this world, right? Saying it in my Alabama voice. That's why women are the most beautiful and powerful things on earth. When we have got people who bleed for 7 days every month, and come on, man, but I really feel I am Mother Goose. I kiss my children 7 times a day. They are all individuals. I love them. He also continued, I wish people could see this side of me even more often. My world is amazing. I don't let certain things get to me and I let people assume about me. But as long as I am a civilized king from Wakanda, you know what I mean? I am Mother Goose. Now I just added that last part, but this is where you can find this at. Go to YouTube and type in Deontay Wilder wants to get pregnant and it'll come up. So that's the answer to your question. Now I get it now. Glam Squad, Bomb Squad, LGBT element to it. Shout out to the LGBT. Shout out to the LGBT. I have so much respect for you guys. I really do. I have, I have members of my family, that's a part of the LGBT community. My aunt Dot, rest in peace. She passed away. Shout out to you guys. I don't want no problems with you guys. I'm just trying to use this as a teaching moment in order to prove a point to the Twerkinator slow fanboys. Shout out to you guys. Please support the Glam Squad if you want to have a costume like the Twerkinator. And if you guys understand what I'm saying, you'll know that community is a very, very powerful community. So I don't want no smoke with them, to be honest with you. But anyways, now where we at? Let's go. But get this out the way right quick. Wrap it up.
For me, when I was watching it, I was like, that's not Deontay. Honestly, I was like that. I've never seen Deontay look like that ever. He's something was up. You know what I mean? Something was up with him because that's not Deontay. He is one of the strongest, and he's a king. He's an icon,
and confident. And every fight that we dressed him for, he always had this confident, and everything was like light.
Right.
It was just really light, and he was just like happy, just to get in there and get it done. And this fight, there was different vibes. It didn't look like him at all.
And a loss for him is a loss for us too, because we always knew that going into this, that you can't walk into the ring like that, and if you lose, it's going to be a heavy hit for him. It's going to be a heavy hit for what we did as well. And so we represent Deontay, we represent his vision. We're going to continue to do that as we go forward, and we're going to make some adjustments, and the world is going to be excited to see what we do next.
So the world is going to be excited to see what they do next. You know what I mean? They say a loss for Deontay is a loss for them. And I understand that because they are the creators of the costume. So they want to make sure that next time, they're going to do everything in their power. Members of the LGBT community want to come together. Brothers and sisters from the Glam Squad, white LGBT members. It doesn't matter what color it is, but I'm just saying you're supposed to be pro-black. So I don't understand how pro-black and spending money with white LGBT fits together. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm confused as hell. But now I understand the twerking and wanting to have babies, and he wished that people would see the other side of him. Now I get why they want to see that. Why he wants people to see the other side of him, because there is another side of him. If you pick up what I'm putting down, pause. That's my brother. Well, I ain't gonna say his name on here because I don't want. I ain't gonna say his name on here. I'm not gonna say his name on here. You know what I mean? Because I'm riding Dolo. I'm riding shotgun right now. And shout out to Lady Shan. She said I can say her name, so shout out to her. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, yeah, this your king though. This your king. But we're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm not finished. I have two more.
For me, when I was watching it, I was like, that's not Deontay. Honestly, I was like that. I've never seen Deontay look like that ever. I mean, he's such. Something was up. You know what I mean? Something was up with him, because that's not Deontay. He is one of the strongest, and he's a king. He's an icon,
and confident. And every fight that we dressed him for, he always had this confident, and everything was like light.
Right.
It was just really light, and he was just like happy, just to get in there and get it done. And this fight, there was.
So they say he was just happy to get in there and get it done. I played that one already. Let's finish the last one, guys, and I'm going to wrap this up.
And now we're preparing for hopefully the trilogy fight with Fury, which is going to be another massive event. And I know you guys said that Deontay called you guys and he wants to work with you again. So can you clue us in on what the next outfit may look like? Have those discussions even happened yet?
We can't talk about that right now.
We can't talk about that right now.
But you better stay very prepared and tuned into it, because it's going to be epic, just like this fight's going to be epic.
And safe to say the next outfit will be a little lighter than this one, though.
It's safe,
like I said, scar tissue.
So the next outfit is going to be a little lighter. So guess what? Wilder will come into the ring with another costume that is created by the Glam Squad. So let's clarify that. Wilder is going to spend more money with our beautiful white brothers and sisters in the LGBT community. He pro-black though, but he can't find any black or Latino, or just say black people who can make those same costumes, but he's going to spend more money with the white LGBT community in order to make a costume for him for black people, representing Black History Month for the cause. Very strange. I'm confused. But they say they're going to, make more costumes. So now, one of my things I said was this. I do not want Wilder to wear a costume. Do you want to know why? Because I do not want that to be the excuse for why if he loses again. And I don't want any white towels, because we don't want nobody throwing no towel in. So for all of you Twerkinator and Alphabet Boy fanboys who come on my channel every damn day. Oh man, you ain't got no views. Man, you ain't nobody. But you keep coming over here. You call me a coon, Uncle Tom. Wait a minute, what's some more names? You forgot to call me a Sambo, right? You forgot to call me to say coon, Uncle Tom, Sambo. You forgot to call me Toby. You forgot to call me what other words y'all use? Listen, you can call me whatever you want to call me. Because it ain't what you called, it's what you answer to. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. So now I get it now. Now I get it. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and drop these links for you guys. So for all you twerking, so when you tell me, man, you supposed to be on code. You supposed to be, man, how you gonna talk about another black man like that there? Why you do that, man? Why you do that? Well, you ain't saying that when you're talking about Terrence Crawford. When you call Terrence Crawford top rank Toby, you're talking about another black man. When you say Jamel Charlo is a coon and he need to get his face slapped, you're talking about another black man. When you say Sugar Hill needed to be burned up in the car fire, you're talking about another black man. When you throw Mark Breland under the bus and lie and say that he spiked your water bottle and don't show no damn proof of it, when Mark Breland has an impeccable record in the sport of boxing, you're talking about another black man. When you call Anthony Joshua Uncle Tom and that he's being pimped by a slave master with Eddie Hearn, you're talking about another black man. When you diss Dillian White and say all this stuff about the people from the UK, yeah, y'all black, but y'all ain't really black because y'all ain't black Americans. You're talking about a whole goddamn country of black people who live in another damn country. So when I call you out on your hypocrisy and double standards, you want to come over here and call me a coon. That's cool. But guess what? Boy, when you come at me, listen, when you come this way, because I ain't no kumbaya. Ain't no peace. Ain't no kumbaya. We ain't holding no hands. We ain't singing. I ain't doing none of that. Not me. No, sir. No, sir. Hell no. Can't do it. Can't do it.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Listen.
Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm finna, for all the people out there, this is for all the part of people out there. Here we go. But at
the end of the day, we have no proof. To this day.
So when you run up on me,
To this day.
I'm coming. Pause. As the brothers from New York would say. Here we go. I'm gonna drop this link. This is the link right here. This is the link right here. This is the link right here that I just dropped right here. Check it out. So when you say, oh man, you making that up, man. Deontay ain't never say nothing about he Mother Goose, he wanted to get pregnant. There go the link right there. That's the link right there. As a matter of fact, I can pin it for you if you want me to. That's the link right there though. So now I get it now. It makes sense now. Why they call you Mother Goose. It makes sense now. Why you twerking. It makes sense now. Why y'all so overly emotionally sensitive anytime somebody criticizes your fighter, but you want to throw other black fighters under the bus? It makes sense now. T. Thorough, why are you here, sir? Everybody in these comments is joking and talking ish about what you're saying about Wilder and European fans, and you don't think that's F up. Look in the mirror, bro. Listen, was it messed up when you threw Mark Breland under the bus? Look in the mirror, bro. When you would just call me a coon or Uncle Tom, was that messed up? Look in the mirror, bro. When you threatened Jamel Charlo saying he need to be slapped and y'all calling him coon and stuff, look in the mirror, bro. When you call Terrence Crawford, who a black man, talk Rain Toby, look in the mirror, bro. When you say Sugar Hill should be burned up in the car fire, who is a black man, look in the mirror, bro. The hypocrisy is what I'm pointing out. Why the hell are you here? Why are you here? I don't like you. I tell you every day I don't like you. And the more I tell you suckers I don't like you, you keep coming over here. I made this video for you. For all you Twerkinator fanboys. And for all you Alphabet Soup fanboys. So I'm going to wrap this up by saying this. It makes sense now. Our beautiful brothers in the LGBT community does phenomenal work with Deontay Wilder, the Glam Squad, who made this costume for him. As a matter of fact, they made his first costume against Tyson Fury. They made another costume for him for Dominique Brazil. They made another costume for him for Ortiz, and they made his last costume for him for the Tyson Fury second fight. And they are going to make his fifth costume. The last costume cost like $40,000. Pro-black, but y'all pro-black. You guys are pro-black, but you threw Mark Breland under the bus. That was the straw that broke the camel's back for me. That and then Sugar Hill getting threatened. Alphabet Boy members talking about we wish you would have got burnt up in the car fight. That was the nail. That was, and I started my channel 6 months ago. You the reason why I started it. You fanboys. I'm not the guy to mess with, man. Every time you come over here, I got something for you. I stand on my own too. You ain't got nobody on the internet in boxing doing it like this. Nobody. If they is, show them to me. I don't see them. And I'm not knocking any other content creator. I'm saying you ain't doing it like this. I'm going at, see, what I'm doing, guys, I'm fighting an ideology. I'm fighting a cult-like mentality. When you have people who need leaders, that means they are followers and they want to be led. Kilroy, he said, Coach, did you drop the new info that you was talking about yesterday? Yes, I just dropped it today. This is it. Now I know you may say, wait a minute, this is old info. It's old info, but I had to put a different spin to it. It makes sense now. Now I understand why Wilder is the way he is. Now I understand why his fanboys are the way they are. Now I understand why they are the way they are. I get it now. I was looking at it. Yeah, Kilroy, I know you missed it, fam. I know you missed it, fam. I know you missed it, brother. But listen, I get it now. The LDBC and LGBT, Glam Squad and Bomb Squad, they're like this. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with the Bomb Squad being hand in hand with the Glam Squad. There's nothing wrong with that, guys. And I want to repeat, there's nothing wrong with that at all. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is the hypocrisy when you talk about we need to be on code and we need to be pro-black and support black businesses, and we got to stop throwing black men under the bus when you throw Sugar Hill under the bus, when you throw Mark Breland under the bus, when you throw Jamel Charlo under the bus, when you throw Terrence Crawford under the bus, and when you throw Anthony Joshua under the bus, and when you throw Dillian White under the bus, and when you diss a whole country in the UK. You are the most racist people on the internet. And I got to call you out on that. You have become what you say you hate. You say you hate racism, but you have become the racist that you say you hate. And I got to be the one to point it out. A black man in America. You can call me Tom, Coon, Sellout, Toby, call me whatever you want to call me. Just come back tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Coach Malachi Williams, New Media Today, USA, Boxing. Just keep coming back and just keep watching. Now go report that back to the general contractor. Go report that back to Jabba the Hutt. Go report that back to Judah Midget. Go report this back to them fools. And tell me, is this what you represent? The Glam Squad and the Bomb Squad Army. Talk to me. You see what I'm saying? Because it is what it is today. And I ain't got no problem. If that's what you represent, there's nothing wrong with that. Just don't be a hypocrite about it. You guys are the biggest hypocrites I have ever seen in my life. You're not Farrakhan. You're not Malcolm X. You're not Muhammad Ali. You're not Martin Luther King. You're not none of these iconic figures. You use racial talking points to push a narrative that has nothing to do with why the twerkinator got his ass whooped. This is the problem that I have. You have people like Larry Holmes who went through real racial issues. You have people like Sugar Ray Robinson, Joe Louis, Muhammad Ali, Archie Moore, Ernie Shavers. These brothers went through some real serious racial issues right here in America. And you're gonna take that and use that to tie into your situation, your narrative, in order to push a lie that's not true. I would have respected the twerkinator if he would have said, hey, you know what, man, I lost. Dog, yeah, man, the costume was kind of heavy. He said what it was like, the costume, I do train in a 40-pound vest, but the costume I had it on for an hour. It was only designed for me to wear it for 5 minutes, and I put it on an hour before the ring walk, and it kind of drained my legs when I was walking. This is why I was walking real slow to the ring. And then the mask I had on, the lights that was around my eyes, you know, it kind of blurred my vision. I could have went for that, but the only problem is that's an excuse. Do you want to know why that's an excuse? Because no one made you put that costume on. So you can't blame Tyson Fury. You can't blame Mark Breland. You can't blame JD's. You can't blame Shelly Finkel. You can't blame anybody but yourself, because you can't even blame the Glam Squad who made the costume for the Bomb Squad, because you the one made the decision to wear that costume. You have to accept responsibility for your own actions and stop deflecting and blaming other people. This is my problem. And then when you blame other people and you deflect, you throwing black people under the bus in the name of being pro-black. And no, I can't go for that. Shout out.
Hey, Leroy.
to Mercy Grace for the $5 super chat. Brokeback Mountain Glamour Bomb Squad. You have a Brokeback Mountain ideology in the name of pro-blackness. And I got to call it out. I have to call it out. So it is what it is, man. So listen, y'all. I said what I had to say. I'm gonna address some of these comments. As a matter of fact, no, I'm not even gonna address no comments. I just had to say what I had to say, man, and it is what it is. Shout out to Lady Shan. Shan say I can say her name, she don't care. Shan be wanting that smoke too. Hey, salute to everybody in the chat, man. Salute to Punch Drunk Boston. I really appreciate you, brother. Sending me a super chat. You didn't have to do it, but you did. Let me go ahead and get everybody a shout out in the chat. I hope I made myself clear. So when you come over here and you calling me Toby and Uncle Tom and Coon and sell out and all that stuff there, bro, you barking up the wrong tree. I'm not that guy. I really not. You need to go to them other dudes who might be weak, bro. I'm not that guy. I'm really not. You see what I'm saying? You can't bully me. You can't debo me. You know, I ain't scared of nobody hide behind avatars. I'm damn near 50 years old, dog. Trust me, like, you just guys need to cut it out. Really. It's not working. So now, in defense of our brother, the Twerkinator, I've come to the conclusion that his costume was the reason why he didn't have his legs in the fight against Tyson Fury. That's a strong possibility. Is it an excuse? No. You want to know why? Because he made the decision to wear that costume. So if I make a decision to do something and it affects me negatively before a fight, I am the one that's solely responsible for it. Because I spent $40,000 on a costume to commemorate Black History Month, spent $40,000 with some white people to help create a costume for me for Black History Month. That's some pro-black-ish for your ass. I never heard of that when I was in the pro-black movement. I didn't think that we did that, but maybe the rules changed. I don't know. But anyways, that's your fault. You can't blame nobody else. Have you shown us proof that Tyson Fury had egg waste in his gloves? No. Have you shown us proof that Tyson Fury took padding out of his glove? No. You haven't came out and said, hey, look, this is exhibit A. This is what Tyson Fury did right here. You didn't do none of that. As a matter of fact, at the press conference, you was quiet as a church mouse. You can hear a catfish piss underwater. Your interpreter, Malik Scott, had to talk for you. And if I was Beyonce's, if I was the Twerkinators in this camp, I would say, listen, man, we're going to give you a what is it called? A publicist to talk for you. You don't need to do any more talking because you're too country and dumb. And every time you talk, you say something even more crazy and contradictory every time you open your mouth. Stop threatening other blacks. Stop threatening Jamel Charlo. I'm riding for Jamel Charlo. Salute to Jamel Charlo. Y'all stop threatening Sugar Hill. I'm riding for Sugar Hill. Stop talking trash and calling, using racial terms to describe Terrence Crawford. That's my favorite fighter. I'm riding for Terrence Crawford. Stop using racial words to describe Anthony Joshua. I'm riding for Anthony Joshua. Period. If the Glam Squad and Bomb Squad, if the Bomb Squad represents the Glam Squad and that's what y'all all about over there, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't be hypocrites and say that you're one thing, the Black Power movement, and you're using real racial issues that went on in the past and may still be going on today, but not to the degree it was in the past, and say, hey, look, this is what I represent, when you clearly don't represent that. You represent the Bomb Squad / Glam Squad. Cut it out. And I hope that the Twerkinator, for all you Bomb Squad fanboys out there, I hope that your king will have the opportunity to get pregnant and have a child one day. Just like he said in the Talk Sports interview. Anyways, man, let's wrap this up, man. Shout out to Ronald Finkley. Shout out to Edward Stevens. Shout out to Alex Gill. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to the Queen Lee Luna. Hit the Ali bell for the Queen Lee Luna. Shout out to Ross MC. Shout out to Ignorant Boxing. Shout out to Michael Doyle. Shout out to my brother Halim. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Chat Get Banged. Shout out to Graham Taylor. Shout out to that fool that said I was Uncle Tom. I ain't gonna even say your name, Buster. Shout out to Kilroy. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. Shout out to Hakeem Jefferson. Shout out to Wazar. Shout out to Patrick Ustar. He said you should remove that poster from behind you. For what? Be here tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Chump. Shout out to Michael Doyle. Shout out to Jabril Bay. Shout out to Punch Drunk for the super chat. Shout out to you, fam. Shout out to Jay Rodriguez. Shout out to Edward Stevens. Shout out to my brother Ronald Finkley. Shout out to Jess Finishing. Shout out to Eliza. Shout out to Jaguar. Yeah, shout out to Jaguar. I don't know how to pronounce the rest of it. Shout out to John. Shout out to my brother Charlo. Shout out to Toby Barlett. Shout out to Neil Simpson. Shout out to King KO. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to Triple X. Shout out to Lady Shan. Lady Shan, boy, woo, boy, oh man, Lady Shan something else, man. She be on their neck too. Shout out to Best Going. Shout out to Beast Mode Sykes. Shout out to Jay Martinez. Shout out to Alchemist 73. Shout out to Andrew Baxter. Shout out to Carlos Mendoza. Shout out to Arlette Constable. Shout out to Graham Taylor. Shout out to Eliza again. Shout out to Jabril Bay. Shout out to Michael Doyle. Shout out to J604. Shout out to my main man, Sly Tennessee. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. Shout out to Lil Bullet. Shout out to Wole. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Javis Bickle. Graham Taylor. Shout out to S. Sammy Sam. Shout out to Trump 2001. Shout out to Ross MC. Shout out to, who else we have? Jay Rodriguez. Shout out to Dragon Leg. Michael Doyle. Mercy Grace. Who else we have? Shout out to the Outlaw Pugilist. What's going on, fam? The Outlaw Pugilist. What's going on, brother? Please subscribe to the Outlaw Pugilist podcast as well on YouTube. Please subscribe to his channel. Shout out to John. Who else we have? Shout out to Smile Back If You're Ugly. Shout out to Ivan. Who else we have? Shout out to Javis Bickle. Shout out to Nashat Mustafa. He says, I don't understand why you're always angry and screaming. I do not understand why you're here. If you don't like me being screaming, I'm really not angry. I'm just a very passionate person. But if you don't like the content, don't come here. It's simple. If you don't like what you're seeing, turn the channel, man. I'm not forcing you to be here. There are millions of YouTube channels on YouTube that you can go to while you're here if you don't like the content. Shout out to Wole. Shout out to Hakeem Jefferson. Who else we have? Shout out to Triple X. Who else we have? I want to make sure I don't forget anybody. Shout out to Bon Scott. Shout out to Angus. Shout out to oh, you already said that. Why are you always angry? Yeah. Why are you here? Shout out to Lee Adam. Shout out to Andrew Baxter. Shout out to Pete Gary. Shout out to Matthew Martinez. Shout out to Levi Smith. And I think that's it. Shout out to Self. Shout out to Michael Buffer. Shout out to Smith and West who was here. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bales. Shout out to Karma Serene. Shout out to Anna Lee. And I think that's it. Shout out to Cobra UK. Shout out to the In Bloom. Shout out to Opender. And I think that's it. Once again, it's the boy Coach Malachi Williams representing for New Media Today USA Boxing. Signing out once again. Oh yeah, shout out to Retro Boxing. The brother that was on earlier. Shout out to him as well. Once again, I'm the boy Coach Malachi Williams representing for New Media Today USA Boxing. We're gonna sign out once again. I want to make sure I got everything right. And peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.